What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this CIF basketball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
They played twice at LBCC, twice at the ACC, once at Etiwanda, and now for the first time in this recent stretch of games, at Long Beach Poly, Jackrabbits hosting Etiwanda.
These two teams have met in the 1AA semifinals 4 straight times. Junior Jordan McLaughlin ready to leave his stamp on this rivalry, as is senior Sheldon Blackwell.
For the seniors at Poly, this could be their last game in the RPP, trying to make it to the championship game. As you mentioned, Mike, a lot of history between these teams. They met 6 times in the past 4 seasons. Just absolutely remarkable. Let's get this thing going. Defensive pressure early from the Eagles, no surprise, making it difficult for Poly to get these buckets.
Well, this is what these games have looked like every single time. The styles haven't changed. It's intense defensive pressure, and it didn't look pretty for the Jackrabbits. This is how they had to score, but they did go up 8-1 to start the game.
Yeah, that's not a play. That's just scramble points. Eagles finally make their nest in the paint. An easy pair of buckets inside, that off the offensive glass. And then Rashawn Prince, his first bucket of the game, bowling you over and one.
Yeah, that's making you earn the foul right there. And then Etiwanda charging, though, DeLewis Johnson, and then McLaughlin with the first of his 2 buzzer beaters are going to bring them within 2 at the end of the first quarter.
Traveling Eagles crowd turned up. It's just a 2-point game after the first, and then a good start to the second, thanks to Blackwell, as he got a pair of layups, and then off of this steal, that's just going to be way too easy. Jordan Bell was on the bench with some foul trouble. When he came back in the game, he was a factor on offense right there, and then on defense, challenging shots leading to this runout.
Rashawn Prince trailing KJ Fagan and rewarded with the TJ tip jam.
Bop. Let's go ahead and look at that replay. Row P, throw me down. With some authority, senior playing like it. J-Mac, though, answers on the other end as the teams trade points in the middle of that second quarter. Lovely up and under. Poly up 5 at that point.
But Etiwanda finished the half strong. Johnson scores, Adigwu scores.
Off a lovely dime from McLaughlin, got to shout that out. And then you said it, Mike, another buzzer beater, taking this one coast to coast, lays it up and one, and the Eagles are up 3 at halftime.
They kept the run going into the third quarter, charging out of the locker room. I mean, Tim Miles, that's a big dunk right there for him. And then this McLaughlin jumper is going to be capping a 7-0 run that gives Etiwanda a 10-point lead in Poly's gym.
And that's a huge lead in this rivalry. And meanwhile, Poly couldn't shoot from the outside. They missed their first 11 threes, really hurt them, and Bell and Prince really had to carry Poly, just bringing them all the way back into this game.
Jackrabbits only got 1 field goal in the second half from someone other than 1 and 2. They had all of Poly's points in the third quarter, and they did a fantastic job playing off one another. A fantastic pass through the paint right there to Prince, and obviously these seniors are trying to lead the way as they pull within 6 after 3.
This is the toughest drive to the bucket I've ever seen, I think. And one, Rashawn Prince. Just get off the tracks, young fella. As you can see, those 2 seniors just firing each other up. That makes it a 3-point game. And then off the offensive glass, J. Bell with the tip in. It's 44-42.
These were rare, but the transition opportunities were certainly big, and Chris Sullivan is going to get to the line on that one right there on the offhand foul. He makes the first, brings Poly within 1.
And then as you can see in the background, that free throw is going to lock things up at 44, just over 4 minutes left in the game. Turnovers, though, still an issue for Poly. Blackwell with the swipe and a tough layup over top Jordan Bell.
Even when it looked like Poly had the upper hand, bad giveaways just really were the story of the night for the Jackrabbits. See, down 4, they give it to McLaughlin, who tries to dunk on Jordan Bell, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Again, they've already got the 5-point lead.
So he makes that one to put them up 49-44. Row P the other way with some aggression, gets himself to the line as we've got 1:17 left on the clock. He hits the first free throw, misses the second, but Jordan Bell there for the rebound, and then Cameron Morrell, that lone bucket you were talking about, Mike, in the second half, and one, and the fans start to feel it.
Well, and it was a big one because that brings them within 1 as he makes the and 1 free throw. But Blackwell is going to get one of the few open shots in this game, buries a long 2. He had 10 huge points on just 6 shots, and that gives them a 3-point lead with 26 seconds left in the game. Where are you going?
You gotta go to Rowe. Set him up, great play, top of the key, bang, bang, bang. Had no doubt he was going to knock that one down. We're locked up at 51, crowd losing their minds, Mike.
Well, it certainly felt things were going to go Poly's way. 11 seconds left, McLaughlin bringing the ball down the court. This kid's incredible. He's got offers from every Pac-12 school. UCLA's head coach was there to see him, but he wasn't there to see him make the game winner there, as we're going to overtime.
Unbelievable. Rashawn Prince, yeah, everyone get on that kid's back. The first three of the night for Long Beach Poly. As you can see, just a look on his face. He was not ready for that game to be over in regulation. And just look at the scene this game was. Energy from both sides, standing room only through that overtime. This is the one thing this rivalry has not had yet. Jay Bell, the first points of the OT on that flush.
But Etiwanda right back. Kenny Barnes, a tough floater right there. And then it was, again, turnovers really the story. I think Poly scored on every possession they had in overtime that they didn't turn it over.
They had 21 turnovers, that one leading to an easy layup for McLaughlin. And then off this scramble, eventually finding Roe P. That'll tie the game at 55 with under 2 minutes left. Then Jordan Bell, you know he can block shots. That's going out of bounds, and it's going Poly's way. We have a tie game, 38 seconds left. Jackrabbits, though, turnovers. Just killing them.
Yeah, that rears the turnovers rearing their ugly head right there. McLaughlin fouled. They wanted the goaltend. It was not a goaltending, but he is going to go to the line. And the way this kid's playing, no surprise, he drills both of them. He was 6 of 7 from the free throw line.
Had 21 points, puts Etiwanda up 2 with 10 seconds left in overtime. Obviously, you're going back to Rashawn Prince. He's bringing it up the floor, trying to have some more magic. He gets triple teamed, loses the ball. Etiwanda gets hold of it. DeLewis Johnson to the line. The sophomore had 8 huge points, makes both of these free throws in clutch time. 4-point lead. That three irrelevant, and Etiwanda gets the win on the road. A tough loss for the Jackrabbits in the semi.
Prince finished with 26 points and 13 rebounds. Jordan Bell with 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 blocks, but a tough loss for the Jackrabbits.
This video brought to you in part by McCarty's Jewelry, here for you since 1932. Things just didn't come together for the green and gold in this one, but another great installment of the Jackrabbits-Eagles rivalry. Long Beach Poly not done this season. They will wait to see which state basketball bracket they will be in following the championship games. You want news on where the Jackrabbits will be playing? Keep it locked right here at GazetteSports.com.